Shout out. This is the Thinking Classes. When spirituality and the game combines, you have the Thinking Class. I am Lawrence D. Adams. We are here to execute the game like you never heard before. Shout out to Alfie Cuman for that super sticker already. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat room today. Man, Alfie, please don't say what I'm going to. Please don't say. I done seen some game goofy game. Shout out to Lucario for that term, game goofy. Some game goofy today. Game. I ain't never. All I can say, that individual need to come back to class. That individual need to come back to class. I done heard so much game goofy techniques and stuff like that. That person need to come back to class, come back and sit down before they do what they just did. I ain't never seen no. The crazy thing, I listened to the whole video, so that's what I'm gonna say. Come back to class, take your notebook out, get your crayons, color inside of the lines, and get some real game. I gotta say that. Come back to class. Go get we got stencils and we got the little coloring book so you can color in the game, because apparently you didn't went sane. I just need to say that because, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't saying I never seen it before, but to actually say that in public, come on now. So today we're talking about the way of the man. After doing some, yeah, right. This shout out to you, expert level nonsense, right? That's when I said, you know what? I was like, what do I talk about this week? We were going back with the editor. We were talking, everything's like going back and forth with the thumbnail. And I said, you know what? We need to get back to. We got to go back, way back in the time, back into basics. That's all I'm gonna say. Back into basic, just being a man. Some people have, I'm gonna preface all this and get it all together. Some people have taken this game, red pill, feminist mindset, and has gone mad. Wow, they got red pill rage or red. They got, I'm calling it red pill rabies. They got feminists, the women got feminist rabies. We need to get the way back to the man, way back to the man. We gotta get back to being a man. We got everybody got these rabies. You got red pills. What's going on, Wade? You got this red pill rabies going on. We got the feminists. The women got red. They got their rabies. Y'all need a shot. You need a couple shots in your stomach because you're going crazy, going wild with all these ideologies. And I forgot to put on there. Oh, in the modern woman, modern man. Y'all got rabies. Either you found out the truth about how human nature is, male and female, and you find out, wait a minute, I'm gonna go feminist. I'm gonna do this way. Well, I'm gonna be red pill, and you get red. Then you find out about the red pill, but you overdose on it, and now you get the red pill rabies. Then we got the feminists who over here who got the feminist rabies, and everybody walking around like zombies. Everybody walking around like it's an apocalypse, and everybody like zombies around here. No freaking clue on just basic human nature. So I'm gonna get a slide for this one once I put it together tonight. Basic human nature. Game is just strategy. Strategy from get to one point to the next. It's also encompassing human nature. Understanding the feminine nature and the masculine nature. But we done made an occult out of the red pill, and I'm not against the red pill brothers or the incel. I'm not coming against any of those. But my thing is, there has to get a place when you go beyond that. And for the women, y'all in the whole feminist movement, they didn't hook, line, and trick you, and it ain't working for you. And so we got a real problem that we need to get back to, and I'm gonna get back to way of the man. I'm gonna talk to the men first because the men are the foundation for all of this. Men are the foundation for all of this. I seen something. Shout out to Lucario. Post something on Facebook, And the guy, I'm looking at the comment, the guy like, dude, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? These guys are lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce. He put it up, and then shout out to Lucario. Shout out to him. It was a great comment he put out there about these guys just missing it. So the way of the man, beyond red pill rabies, beyond this feminist rabies, beyond this modern woman thinking, beyond this modern man thinking, we need to get back to the foundation first, the way of the man, the way of the freaking man. All this, y'all didn't got, let me say something else. Because I'm gonna have to just hit it all the way home because I'm old enough to do it. Some of y'all got so addicted to getting so much game, you ain't did nothing with the game that you have. And some of it you trying to, let me tell you something. Let me just get to the point. Some of y'all want this game. You want all the game in the world because the men want the game so they can say that they can maneuver their way to get between a woman's legs. That's what it comes down to. You want all this game because you want to maneuver on the best way so you can strategically get between her legs instead of being a doggone man. I ain't even laid the foundation yet. But this is mind-boggling me that a lot of men are stuck in this rut. They go from game to this and that, and they're looking at celebrities and they miss the whole point of just living and being a man. So the first foundation thing I must say, and I'm probably going to stop right there and I'm going to open up the lines. You can come up. The first thing we got to lay down is a man must know that he is a man. Stand on your 10 toes and be a man. Stop looking for validations from everybody around you. Stop looking for people to confirm you. Realize that you are a freaking man. The way of the man is standing on his foundation that he is a man, and the most important thing that he must get some skill sets. And the first skill set that a man needs, he needs to learn how to lead. All these problems we see him, men and women can't get along, the gap between each other is because at some point the skill set of a man, he does not know how to lead. Don't give me an excuse that your mama wasn't there. Don't give me an excuse that your father wasn't there. Don't give me an excuse that you grew up on the side of the tracks, and they didn't have no water over there. Don't give me none of those excuses. You have ample enough information on these YouTube streets, Instagram streets, memes, and all like this for you to learn how to get some leadership skills. And the first person that you must lead is yourself. Leadership is vitally important for you being a man. And I'm seeing that this is the problem. Especially when I looked at that situation with Lucario and the guy that commented. What do you mean train a woman? What he's saying is you train everybody who interact with you, whether you like it or not, whether you like the word train or not. But these guys like, well, I don't know. I guess I don't want to do that. They're so weak. They have the feminist mindset in a masculine body, in a man body. Then they get red pill rage and get the red pill and they awaken to what female nature is. And then they get red pill rabies. Dude, wake the hell up. Leadership. Oh my God. I call it self-helplessness. Many look for help as a way to not actually make the real change they need to. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Right. This whole, and believe me, I understand. I've been knowing red pill before it wasn't classified as red pill. I understand feminism because I've been studying it for years. But at the end of the day, we ain't gonna get past that. Because at the end of the day, it's not working for the men and it's not working for the women. Y'all need to just tell the doggone truth. It is not working for the men and it's not working for the women. Everybody is so scared to interact with each other because you think somebody's going to do something to you. If you were to stand on your 10 toes and just be a leader and learn how to lead yourself, A woman is looking for a man who can lead himself. You are self-led. That means you don't use something I use in my job. You self-manage. You know how to manage your money, manage your household. You know how to lead yourself. But these guys want tricks and ponies and polka dot bears, and they want poodles, and they want all this kind of thing, but they got the red pill rabies. Dude, shout out to McCain, my brother. Shout out to you. They got the red pill rabies. And some of them got the feminist rabies too. You glazing at them out. You going crazy because you're looking just like, uh-oh. Thank you, Wade, for telling me this. I'm about to put up. This is how a lot of these dudes are looking. That's how a lot of dudes looking. And I got to say something to the brother, because this is a doggone problem. There's a statistic, and I got to go confirm it, that in this day and age, more men are not having relations. They're not having sex. S-E-X. They're not having sex. They're not having sex. More men are not having sex. But all this game that's being executed, all this red pill information, and all this feminism for the women, there's a disconnect with all of this, and it's bothering me. There's a disconnect here. Then we got guys who go beyond red pill and they go into black pill and they become incels. I ain't dealing with nobody. Forget it. I ain't dealing with nobody. Do you understand basic human nature? You were not designed to be alone. Shout out to Glenn and Clamor for that. You were not designed to be alone. And there's a lot of men and women who are alone, and they think, because I'm going to stand in my femininity. I'm standing in my feminist movement. I'm going, these men ain't right. They got dogs. I ain't going, all the men are wrong. Then we got the men over here. I'm red pill, and these women ain't right. You were not designed to be alone. What's going on, brother? Shout out to the brother Motu. Let me put this link up here, because this is bothering me so much, because I'm seeing a disconnect. Game is not fun if you don't use it. Thank you so much. That's why they don't get into the game. There's the link. You want to come up, please? If I know you, come on. If you got a question, but I promise you. What's going on, Ted? Good to see you, brother, in here. I'm telling you, the number of men, I think in the past several years, have gone down who are just interacting with the woman on an intimate basis ain't even there. They're stuck online. They're stuck on the computers, Tinder, Bumble, you name it. They're on it, and they have not truly interacted with a woman. You so afraid that she gonna do something to you. She gonna take your Rolex. You ain't even got a Rolex. You got that little. You still got the watch your mama gave you from Disney when you was just a small world after all. She ain't gonna take nothing from you. And some of you women think some man gonna try to control you. You have no clue. This red pill rabies and feminist rabies has robbed us of interacting with each other. These red pill rabies have, these dudes are going, for lack of a better term, these dudes are emotional. I need to get a wet piece of tissue and toilet paper for them because they're so doggone emotional. It's bothering me today. Some men like to talk about games, some like to play, and the real ones win and do both, right? I just don't understand these dudes. Dude, come on. Get your assets and get out there. That's why the first principle, that's all I'm going to talk about today. You need to lead yourself and you need to be a leader. All this other stuff is just is beyond. This is beyond me, especially with the video that was showed to me today. Dude, what kind of hokey pokey games you playing with these women? That's the reason why they're acting the way they do, because you men are acting game goofy, acting stupid. I've never seen such asinine things in my life. I run out of money before I run out of game. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. These dudes, man, what are you doing? They get all the game. They get all the plays. They know all the stats of what to do with women, but you ain't never seen them on the court. It is beyond. And then with the advice that they're giving out here, dude, have you really tried that on a real woman? Have you really tried that on a real woman? And vice versa to the women. Are you really women? Are you really winning with this feminist mindset? I'm just trying to figure out, you really winning with it? Are you really winning with it? Are you really winning? Okay, you got the house, you got the 6 figures, you got the bag, you doing your things, you got the lashes, you got the pony, you doing this, you can twerk and be a senator. But are you really winning? Because most of the time, both of y'all individuals are lonely. You stuck on either the situation. This is the situation. I'm gonna call it what it is. Y'all may not like this video today, and I might have to cut it off, but they may not like what I'm about to say. So you say that you feminist and I'm gonna do my own thing in my own way, but you twerking on Pornhub, and while this man is over here, I'm red pill and I got red pill rabies and I ain't dealing with no girls. And now you, the man, are watching her twerk on OnlyFans, on Pornhub, and none of y'all are really enjoying each other. It's beyond me. It is beyond me how this is even working. To see the statistics that men are not interacting, talking with women. If you see me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, you see I'm out there living. This ain't just talk. This is the real walk. I'm dressed to impress me first and then whoever else. If you listen to me of any amount of time, you need to be out there living this life. I mean, for real, I'm so tired of these dudes complaining and whining on these YouTube streets. Don't come talking about what these women ain't doing. These women doing this. They take my money. They took this. They took all of this. They took me. They took my mama. That's all you hear is a bunch of whining little punks on these YouTube streets, Instagram streets. Even when now everybody want to talk about relationships and they want to have a panel with the men and the women. You don't never see a man stand up and be on his 10 toes. They're always crying. I don't know about this. No leadership. That's all you hear. They have no leadership. They don't know how to lead themselves, and they don't know how to lead others. The first thing they need to do, the first thing a man needs to do is lead himself, and he needs to learn how to lead others. Everybody ain't going to like your leadership. Everybody ain't going to agree with it, but you need to learn to lead your own doggone self. I ain't going to talk that long. Y'all need to come. If you want to come up and share on what we talking about, don't talk about everything else. I don't want to hear about no pimping. I don't want to hear about no other stuff. Don't tell me about that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I guess they got to put a thing on what I did, huh? I don't want to hear about those. I don't want to hear none of that stuff until you tell me how you really live in this life. Because this is beyond me. There's enough game. There's enough information for you to understand a woman. And most of y'all, if you got enough information, you need to learn how to pick a good woman. Leaders know how to pick a good woman. Jesus Christ, these dudes, this is the most craziest thing. They should stop paying the pimp that governs her OnlyFans and start living. Bingo. Bing, bong, what? Let me get RedPill because he said it right. He said it right.
You can't make this up.
Say it, RedPill, again.
You can't make this up.
Yeah, let's go. What's going on, Hannibal? What's going on? These dudes, the link is for you to come up if you want to come up and share on what I'm talking about. You start talking about pimping and my 10 toes and I got holes and I don't want to hear none of that crap. We have a real issue right now. Some guys have got so linked up, and I'm not coming against the red pill theory. It's understanding how the real world is. I get that. It's understanding how female nature really is. I get that. But what do you do when you graduate out of that? I think I did that a year ago. What happens when you get beyond that? You get getting past this point of getting red pilled. Okay, you got the information. What are you going to do about it? Same for the women. You didn't find out you want to be strong, independent. Is it really working for you? When are you going to get beyond that mindset? And shout out to those guys who are feminists in their mindset. Shout out to you guys. You lost beyond measure. That's why I want to make sure I lay this foundation just this day. I'm using only one word. Men, lead yourself. Govern yourself. Be a leader. Lead. The woman is looking for leaders. Stop buying into this crap that's been sold on these YouTube streets by everyone. If she doesn't want to follow your program, let her go. If it's not here in the United States, go somewhere where they know your program. Some of y'all, I'm gonna say this, red pill, the real pill, don't get on me, but I'm gonna say this. Some of you guys get over to other countries and dealing with other women, and you still a simp. Let me say that again.
You can't make this up.
Some of you men get over to other countries, because I seen the video of the guy crying. I married a girl over in Thailand and she took all my money. He was a simp in the United States and he came over to Thailand and he became a simp too. So don't come over here talking that crap. That's why I said a man must lead. Tired of this crap. There was a simp in the United States, simping, and he went over to Thailand. I married her. And she told me to give some money, and I gave her some money. She said she needed money for school. The lady in Thailand and finessed this brother out of money. So don't tell about I'm going over to the other countries. I'm going over there because these women all about it. Yeah, the women all about that. But baby, if you a simp over here, you're going to be a simp over there. Real pill, please tell them in the chat room. You've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. They think they're going to go to Africa. They're going to go to Thailand. They're going to go to other countries, and it ain't going to change. If you're a simp here, you're going to be a lame simp over there. They can smell you coming. Oh, we got one right now. Oh my God. Come here, baby. Then they done got your whole drink, your whole Bank of America account looking like zero. Trust me. That's why you need to be a leader. Here, lead yourself. Then you can be a leader around you. So don't come. And that's why I know the women. Ooh,
you can't make this up.
You're going to be a bigger simp because you're going to see women you're going to see women over in other countries. They ain't like this. They're exotic. They look beautiful. So they look, oh, they doing whatever you want to say. And you just become the simp. You might as well put on your shirt instead of unity. You got simp of the year. They see you coming. The reason why they like you because you stand on your 10 toes and you are a man. The way of a man is leadership. I don't know why these guys want to get off. They want all these tricks and games, and they didn't spend their money to go in another country to be a simp. Please make it make sense to me. I got to dominate home before I can go out the States. Right. How y'all be in home country before you out the country? Right. Then you're going to be a big dude. Real pill, you seen these dudes. Man, I'm going over there and I'm gonna get, soon as she come down, she got long hair, curves like you like, and then you turn into simp nation. You already certified simp over here. You become doubly certified. You might as well put your passport and put, hey, what you want to put in, they're gonna stamp it, simp. Here come a simp. Got him. And then you get mad because you got gat over in the other countries because you was a simp in the country that you stayed in. You was simping the city that you stayed in. You was simping your own house by yourself. So you might as well just realize that what you're doing ain't working. And I'm not coming against the passport brothers. I'm not coming against guys who go out there and travel. But you got to be thorough here as well as thorough when you leave out these United States or wherever country that you're in. Let's be real clear. That's why I'm saying men have to be leaders of themselves and leaders of those around them. I don't know why these guys don't get it. I don't know. Mac Bone, what's going on? My swag is my passport. Come on. Attractive women are employed for a reason. Don't be that dude that get kidnapped. Right, you out there getting kidnapped. What's going on, Chan? Yeah, these dudes, I'm telling you, beyond RedPill, beyond the feminist movement. Because I know a lot of you guys, and I'm not against, please, don't come in my DM. Don't be crying to me. Man, you coming against the passport brothers. I am not coming against no passport brothers. I ain't coming again. Don't go over here crying in my DM. Don't be saying LGA made it. Don't make no response videos to what I'm saying until you listen to the full context of what I've said. If you're a simp here, you're going to be a simp in every other country. Plain and simple. That's the real game. That's why you got to be a leader of yourself. If you don't know how to be a leader, you need to get beyond the scenes and you need to get a consult with me and say, LDA, I don't know how to be a leader of myself and those around me. You need to get some real good game, and it ain't free because the game is not what? Told, it's sold. The game is not told, it's sold. Y'all need to write that in the chat room. All the men, y'all talking about the game is not told, it's sold. That's y'all need to, everybody, you need to write that in the chat room. Or you're gonna be looking like this. You're gonna be looking like this. You're gonna be looking like, our famous. A lot of you guys are looking just like that. The game is not told, it's sold. Plain and simple. Y'all gonna look, a lot of y'all guys go over there, then you come back, man, them girls over there ain't nothing, man. I went over to Thailand, I went to Colombia, I went to Brazil, I went to DR, they treat me, you come back looking like this. That's how you come back looking. The game is not told, it's sold, plain and simple. So today we're gonna just talk about the way of the man is to be a leader. Be a leader. Be a freaking leader. Learn how to lead. What skills do I need to be a leader? You can't get that right now. You got to get behind the scenes and talk to me, and I can give you the 1, 2, 3 on how to be a leader. The game is not told, it's sold. Y'all need to understand that. Leadership. Fierce, what's going on, man?
LDA.
Man, I'm on fire, man. I'm so lit. I'm tired of
that
these.
Picture of that hyena.
Tired of these clowns, man.
Hey, LDA, you had me cracking up. I was in the warehouse. I was just doing some paperwork and everything, and I had you on the earpiece, and I'm cracking up the whole time. I'm like, LDA, he's in that fire. He's in that mode. Somebody either ticked him off this weekend, or this just been real heavy on his heart. But this is too much simping. In fact, let me tell you, when I was younger, I had guys telling me, like, yo, hurry up and get your passport so you go out there to go mess with the Dominican women. I had older guys telling me this when I was 17, 18, 19. So the simping been going on for a long time. I never had my mindset to go out there to just want to smash women. My mindset was to go out there and have fun, enjoy the waters, enjoy the food, enjoy the people, enjoy the culture, having fun and enjoying me. They want me to enjoy the woman at the expense of paying $300 to $500 or $1,000 just to get a quick little, you know what I mean, and then back to normal. But for me, even at that age, I knew that wasn't the game. That was like false advertisement especially for the game that I look at you brothers to have. And it's like you downplaying yourself. You're taking a shortcut, and it's like that's not even what it is. But the most important thing, men need to just get back to just being men, standing on your stuff. You know how many times I done turned down? I done turned down so much vagina because I still know who I was. Even if they didn't like who I was or how I presented it, they already had the image. They said, all right, we got one, until I found the way out them lines. Not even found the way, just being myself. Majority of them love me. But when I see that the strings and the spider webs that you got to go through, nah, miss me with that. I'm not doing all that. I don't bend over. I don't take my shirt. I take my shirt off for good people. I take my shirt off for people that I know deserve it. I'm not taking my shirt off for something that's wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and then I feel like crap after what I did because I paid the wrong cost just to be the boss. That wasn't it.
Let me say this so the guys, because I know everybody go back and talk. I am not coming against the Passport Brothers. I listen to your content and I love it. My point is this: if a dude is a simp over in the United States, in the barrels, in Jersey, in Brick City, in the West Coast, in the East Coast, he gonna go out the country and he's going to be a simp over there. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Please, if you go up there and deal with women over there and you pay for it, whatever, I don't care what you do. I am not the hall monitor of your phallus. Let me say it another way because people don't get it, what I just said, because I tell education. I am not a hall monitor of your dick. I'm not here to tell you you need to put your dick over here and put it over there. No, I am not the hall monitor of it. If you're going to do it, it is on you.
Nah, we're not policing.
No, I ain't gonna police nobody.
Right, you gotta live with that.
Like a grown, fair. So what? Like a grown man worried about what another man stick his penis at? Get out of here with that crap.
That
I'm
right
saying
there, that's kind of childish. Go ahead. I was gonna say that right there. We did that in elementary school. Like, oh, yo, you lying on your thing? Ooh, that's Ted.
Yeah, yes, sir. What's up?
Ted,
What's up, y'all?
Ted,
How y'all doing?
Man, it's a pleasure to finally get a face-to-face with the picture now.
Heck yeah.
Ted Matrix.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
good with it.
Not much. How y'all been today?
all right.
Blessed, man. You already know we keeping the conversation on these simps, man. Got to get them
Heck
out of here. They
Yes,
messing up the
indeed.
game.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's
And
crucial at that too, at that. Especially 2022 at that.
Yeah, and you know it's crazy because when you run into men like LDA, Ted, I was at a post and I had to go basically turn my paperwork into somebody that was inside the security booth. And from the security booth, he was just like, man, it's rare to run into men that got personality and actually stand on something. I didn't say that. He saw that just from seeing me getting out the truck. And he's like, yo, and we got into like a 10-minute conversation. I'm holding up the line because we having such a great conversation about the where manhood is at. And he's just like, man, all he do is find himself nowadays is screaming at younger kids and always trying to play a defensive game against other men because they're trying to make him seem feminized. And it's like, no, I'm doing what I got to do as a man. It's you guys that are kind of sick-minded because you've been led by women, we don't know how long, and you have the woman mentality. This ain't against women. We love what you do. You stay beautiful, do what y'all do. Y'all got y'all own stuff. But for men on this side, we got to get it together over here, man. Everything falls on you. I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't let nothing come in my life that I don't allow. People allow it, man. Y'all allow it. And guys are doing so much just to smell the box. Y'all
That's
crazy, man.
That's why I'm Ted, tap in, Ted, because come on, tap in. I know you know the game. Come on. You've been here long.
I'm still learning on my end too at that. Be honest with you on that too at that. Other than that, I try to listen to everything y'all say on here too at that. That's the main factor of that too at that. I wish I had this when I was in middle school at that too, to be honest with you on that. Because in middle school and high school, it was kind of shaky on my end too, because I was always too on top of that too at that. Then I had problems with my mental and my emotions too at that. I let people that's outside me get to me too at that. But now it's kind of on off at that too at that. Sometimes it'll slip sometime in there too. I don't be saying no lies in there too on here too at that. Yep. But I still learn on my end too at that, be honest with you on that too at that. But other than that, I'm stepping in and learning on that too, everything there too at that too. LDA, appreciate you letting me on here too at that, Doc.
Yeah, man, nothing but love. Dude, what you said is so true. What a man as a leader, because that's all the word I'm gonna use today. We got another word for tomorrow. As a leader is always learning how he can maximize leading himself and those around him. So what you just said is, yo, hey man, hey, I didn't have it in middle school and high school. I know I needed some adjustment here, but I got to learn how to lead. I'm not just giving game so you can trick people out of giving you stuff. I'm teaching you game on how to be a freaking man. I'm tired of these clowns up here on these YouTube streets.
Right. Let that fire out, LDA. Let it out. Let it out.
And then another thing too, y'all. Another thing on that. Victim mentality to it there. That's another thing on that too. Victim mentality.
Bro.
You can't.
Reason being of that too,
Bro.
because I was remember I was telling y'all to it there, I was out of town to it there too. I kind of fell to it there because I was doing too much of that to it there. And that heat was real hot, like 100 degrees at that too. And Pete came on this to it there. I was kind of drinking too on my medication to it there. That's something I ain't supposed to be doing at the end of that to it there, but I learned my lesson there to it there. And my mom got on me too about that too. My mom told me not to drink all period there to it there. While I be doing my medications, don't drink all period there too. I'm just letting that first thing there to it there.
Because the most important, Ted, you get this, man. You getting it. You've been here for almost day one. Is you got to take care of you. You are number one. That's why I'm saying
Damn right.
Foundation.
Damn right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Tired of these clowns, man. Jumping, looking like Bozo the clown up here, giving this false game. They ain't live nothing. They ain't out there. They're making this look a shame. They're making men look like clowns. Then don't get me on these women. Tired of this, man. I didn't stir LDA up, dude. They didn't lit the fire, especially the video I seen. Come back to class and get some real game. That's all I'm gonna say. Come back to class and get some real game. All this craziness, man. Hey,
That's real talk.
Yeah,
That's
man.
real talk right there.
Hey, stuck on. Man, I had enough of it, man. I had enough of it. But yeah, shout out to.
Let me add to that.
Go ahead.
Real quick, LDA. I was handling some business. When it comes down to it, men gotta really appreciate discipline and focus. We're not the same, man. It missed me with all that equality stuff. We're held to a larger standard. See, anybody can live on Clown Boulevard their whole life and live on easy mode. You know, we living out here on so many responsibilities. It's not even medium mode. It's hard mode what men live on. So any little thing, and I just gotta throw this out here too. I know men, we struggle with feeling appreciated. I said to a pastor the other day, he says to me, I said to him, I don't go out here looking to be appreciated. I don't look for it, you know. But he says, listen, you're right on that, but you're kind of wrong, because as men, we need to feel appreciated. We need to feel that. And I said, you know what? You right, but I just don't be trying to look for it. I just don't. He was like, that's the mentality where a lot of us are kind of like not poisoned, but it's kind of like we've been used to not being appreciated for so long that we kind of added to the way we move. It's like a small amount of weight that we wear that's on us. And I understood completely what he said. And for us to feel that, like, we have to go through a certain amount of things, losses, and then the things that we gain, even if it's small increments. Appreciate that, because you did that. Nobody did that. Nobody's gonna pat you on the back. Not your kids, not your mother, not your grandma. The man next to you might hit you with a pat on the back or a pound. You know what I mean? Because he represents and he sees the struggle, because you're a reflection, the mirror of him. But the world don't owe you too much of nothing. So men, with the accomplishments that we get, you have to add that to your repertoire. That is confidence. You have to add that to feeling appreciated, because men are not feeling appreciated. That's why we got all this suicide out here. A lot of men ready to kill their baby mamas. They ready to kill their family. They ready to murder their employer. You should never be led to that mentality. Something's off. Something's off.
I'm gonna tell you,
the world. That's something in you.
Right there, and I'm glad you're saying this, because I'm gonna talk about it a little bit this week, and where we at right now. We at 136. I'm gonna cut it, because right there, just what you said. We talking about leadership today. This whole thing, RedPill feminist, but I got to get this point right here. A lot of men, and you guys listen to me. Oh, let me switch the screen so y'all guys stay there. I'm gonna switch the screen so I can get it to where I wanted to, because I wanted to say a lot of you men. The problem is this feminist movement, this social narrative The modern society and things have caused you men to shrink and not be the men you were designed to be, and not stand strong in your masculinity. And when you don't feel appreciated, when you don't feel loved, if you don't feel like nobody validates your manhood, what happens is you go do things out there to try to hurt others to say
There
that
you go.
you're a man.
There you go.
That's the
That's
problem.
so that right.
That's real.
Oh, I feel that.
That's real
It just
shit.
went through me.
So what
Hey,
happens is
I got a step confession. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
a lot of men are sitting in the corner in their lives because they have not exercised their true masculinity, and they're trying to find it. I'm not coming against RedPill, but they're trying to understand it through RedPill. You get the lens, grow out of it. They're trying to understand and fight the mentality of a feminist mindset that they got from their parents or from their mother or from whoever. And you're trying to find out. But what happened is a lot of men are sitting in the corner of their life and they are not being men. And what happens is, and I'm going to say this stat, you guys listen to me because it's very serious.
It's powerful.
The reason why this whole thing, the reason why, what's going on, York? Shout out to my brother. The reason why a lot of these men are acting crazy and everything like that, and y'all may not like it. I know this ain't popular on the YouTube streets, and because of two things: you don't have family and you have no seed. A man who has a family and a man who has a seed is not a danger to his society. Let me say that again. A man who has family or some remnants of family where there are boundaries, and a man who has his own seed or have a child, let me say it clearly, he's most likely not to act crazy like we've seen with these young men who are acting crazy in the United States. If you check the record with these dudes, they don't have what? Families jacked up and they have no children. They're lone rangers in a place, and they're lone wolves who have gone crazy because they have no community. They have no family. They have no children. They care nothing about no one else but themselves, and they are selfish. Dude, y'all talk
true.
at me.
That's fire. I
That's
was about
deep
to say
right there.
other different things, but you just watched
Turn.
all on the way, like with that powerful statement. Hold on, let me just backtrack. LDA, that was powerful. I might have to rewind and just drop a comment at the end of the video because you said a lot right there. I want to just say as a confession, a simple confession. When I was young, I wanted to be like my older brother. He got me about 5 years. He was always a ladies' man. Always had the woman. Always had the gift of the gab. Always everything. Like good dancer. Good. I'm a dancer too. But my brother is just like better than me in a lot of things, man. Not as a man, but just in a lot of things. I can admit that. But I wanted to emulate him so much when I was younger that I did a lot of stupid things just to try to get to it. Like I'm gonna be honest. There's a simple confession. Whether you guys, the respect level changes for me or grow, whatever the case. But I got a confession to make. I wanted to be like my brother so much that I would wear his clothes. Like I would wear his clothes to try to impress girls in high school, and some of them didn't even fit me, but because they had Parasucos or, it was a nice polo shirt or something. And, I would wear that probably like, every other day or a day. I'll wear Monday and I'll wear Friday. They like, yo, that's the only shirt, It came to a point where I'm like, damn, my brother running out of clothes that I could only fit for myself. So I can't be, what I mean? My bubbles pop. And then I'm like, man, I need to buy some more things. So I would go ahead and dip into his little change drawer and steal his little change, his money, and try to, because I wanted to be like him so much. But it wasn't for the reasons of me wanting to emulate my brother. It was because I wanted to impress things that was outside of me. If that makes sense to y'all. Like I was doing too much, and this started when I was young. This started when I was 11 years old, 12 years old, up until my brother got me my first job. And then I walked into what he had started at a place called Johnny Rockets in Short Hills Mall. He started that with another friend. I came up under him, and I was held under that umbrella of my brother. But I wanted to be me. So anywhere I went, they were like, Lil Rod. They'll call me Rod. Hey, Rod, little brother. And it's like, it annoyed me so much because I was never me. I didn't appreciate me. I was in the shadow of of my brother and even another guy that I grew fond of. You know, it was like they knew who I was. I'm there in the present. I'm solid. I'm physically here, but who am I? I didn't grow into me. I was hiding under so many different personalities. But my personality was there. It was just there. But I wanted to be and emulate so many things that I did stupid stuff. And then when I come to find out, you know, when I hit that surface, it's like, yo, I stole this dude money just to be somebody who I wasn't. And then the complications of that in the long run is my brother won't trust me. He'll wind up be locking his door when he leave out the house, you know, because I'm there and he, you know, it's just a downhill of things. And then women are like, are you Ra or are you you? So I'm just using that as a small example to men undervaluing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts when you're young. Because even on a level of that may seem small, but even on that level, it drifts into so many other areas. It becomes a toxic thing in your mind. And you like, am I competing with somebody or am I competing with myself? And you develop too many entities in you and you don't learn to appreciate you. And when you really love yourself, it takes so long. It takes years. Sometimes it takes years to really.
That's why it's so important. That's why I'm gonna talk about it this week about the way of the man. I got one word today. One word: leadership. Lead yourself so you can learn to lead others. I tiptoed around the importance of family. Because some of these dudes, why they acting Japanese skip crazy, why they constantly got an issue with black women, white women, this and this, that, because you don't understand family. The structure of the family in this community, in our nation and worldwide is crumbling. And I have to say, you much as you want to cry, it's you,
men. That baby again.
Heck yeah. Yup. It's something real.
Hey, I appreciate y'all coming up. I'm about to close up the show. Appreciate the two brothers coming up.
LDS, respect.
Appreciate
this.
Appreciate you. Appreciate much love. Much love.
Appreciate LDA once again, Doc.
For sure.
All righty.
So I want to make sure we emphasize this. I just tiptoed about what I really want to say. Because you got both sides. You got the feminist side. Forget this. Oh, we don't need no man. We can create a family with it. You need family. You men. I can do it on my you need family. Leadership. A lot of these guys are wilding out because they have no family. They have no one who appreciate them, who appreciate their masculinity, who understand that they are a leader. Who been your leader all the time? Your mama been your leader all the time. So you don't know how to lead as a man. Oh, let's flip it around. So what we do is we now make the woman the leader and she lead the man. Robbing the man of essential qualities of his masculinity is for him to lead. So he gets into the dark side. I'm not going to even go there, but he gets into the dark side. He gets into the dark side and he finds leadership in other places. Or he tries to show his leadership by shooting up people, by doing things, by being cowardly or doing things to show that he's a tough guy. Why? Because he's trying to exercise his leadership that's been oppressed. So when I say this, I'm really stirred, especially with the video I seen. Stop listening to these these dudes. And shout out this look. That's the Carrier's term, game goofy. Stop listening to these dudes giving you this silly game. Game is simple. Strategies from get to one place to the next. That's all game is. It's understanding the psychology of a man, understand the psychology of a woman. Stop listening to these dudes with all these tricks and this. If the girl don't like you, move on. Game, plain and simple. I cram to understand. I got to start the music because I got to go because I can't take these guys talking these crazy stuff to me. I can't take it anymore. If you're gonna be a man, or you gonna sit on the sidelines getting the stats, or you gonna stand up and be a real man? I'm tired of these guys. Don't come in this town and you can't be a man. Don't come to me talking about these techniques. I don't want to hear about all that. Be a man. Stand on your 10 toes. Get out there and talk to some women for real. And you talking about that? Go interact. Stop being afraid of women gonna take something from you. You ain't got nothing anyway, but a pocket full of lint. I tell you, these guys, dude, man, Kane, help me get safe. Help me, man. I'm trying to get out of here, man. I'm trying to get out of here. Let me start the music over. Pocket full of lint. We don't see you out in the streets nowhere. You constantly saying to the women what? Women for the streets. We ain't seen you in the streets. We see you behind the camera. We see you on the internet. We ain't seen you out in the streets. You talking about all the women for the streets, but you ain't seen you doing nothing. More talk. And I'm not saying I'm looking for your receipts. I ain't looking for your receipts, but baby boy, you got to do something. Be a man. It ain't easy. Right? It ain't easy. Sucker, these sucker MCs. I gotta go. This is how these clowns looking. I'm telling you, Wade, this is how these clowns looking up in here. They keep talking about the women, but that's how they looking. We know we talk about the women hyenas, but a lot of you dudes are just straight hyenas.